All right, guys, check it out. I found us another one of those games with that really cool bear guy in it.
Was it something to do
Joe,
with
there is
vegan
no
ice cream
way
or
that I
something?
just heard you call Freddy
My mind always
Fazbear
just
the
tends to
really
draw
cool
blanks
bear
whenever
guy.
that enters my
Hang on
head.
a second, Donald. There's a cutscene.
Really haven't changed one bit, have you?
Wow.
Tobias.
Hey, Nick, the house. It's yours.
Finally, after so long. Thanks, man.
What the fuck kind of call was that? Who just calls someone to say one single sentence, then hang up?
Maybe the guy we're playing as is just really forgetful and his friend was making sure that he remembered. That happens to me all of the time.
Great. So we're starting off this game and we
It's
already have
been-
dementia. Perfect.
Years. Decades at least, since I've been inside this house. I lived here when I was just a kid, with my family. My mom, my siblings, my dad. I received a call from Tobias telling me that they were finally ready with the repairs this morning. Took them long enough. It's funny. Even after what happened, and all that time away from home, it looks just like I remembered it to be. Is my memory that precise? Of course, things like the furniture and photos aren't here anymore, but hey, can't blame anybody for that.
Yes, the fuck you can, asshole. Watch me.
Right. I guess I better use that memory for something useful. I don't have the full story, nor do I know why it happened, but I can tell you how it started. Everything else is up to you to figure out. This is the story of the night I lost my home, my childhood, and almost my family. When Five Nights at Freddy's just ended.
Wait, so is Five Nights at Freddy's a fictional series in this universe, or was there some kind of event that became known as Five Nights at Freddy's?
I'm actually not sure, Barack. Maybe he's just talking about the original Five Nights at Freddy's and we're just going to follow the story from the original night guard from it.
Oh, great. So not only are we playing as a fucking dementia patient, but we're also playing as a dementia patient who's working some brokie's minimum wage job. Joe, have you just brought me here to fucking insult me or something?
Donald, stop whining. I've actually heard a decent amount about this game over the years. I'm honestly kind of surprised that we've never played it before, to be honest.
Well, this had better be fucking worth it, Barack. Having to play as some random broke bitch is honestly just pissing me off more and more the longer that we stay here. Let's just get this shit over with so that I can go back to counting my endless amount of money.
Oh, yippee! Okay, guys, here we go.
Hang on a second, Joe. I think there's going to be another cutscene here.
What the fuck is going on here? Are we on a fucking drug trip or something? Why are we just staring at our hands like that?
What are you doing in our house?
Are we just not going to answer him? You know, it's very rude to just barge into someone's home and not answer their questions like that, Mr. Drug Man.
Why do I get the feeling that we're going to end up being the dangerous one in this situation?
Look, man, if you won't talk, I'm calling the police. You can't just barge into someone's house like this. Are you hurt? Do you need any help?
Honey, what's going on?
I don't know. This man suddenly appeared in our house.
Oh, something is definitely about to go down here.
Michael!
What? I mean, my name. It's Michael. I'm Michael. You asked me that before.
Daddy, Michael kind of sounds like you.
Excuse me, just what are you doing in our house? The sun's about to go down. I don't think you should be here.
Yeah, I was just saying that. You look a little bit roughed up. What happened to you?
I don't know. I can't remember. I'm sorry, but I just don't know.
Michael should get up. The floor is bad. Daddy, can we help Michael? Nighttime is coming and it would be bad to leave him outside.
I guess. Can you stand?
I think so. A bit. I just feel a bit dizzy. Yes, dizzy.
Come on, man. Let me help you up.
Oh, man. I really hope that Mr. Drug Man is doing okay. It sounds like he's had a really rough
After
night.
that,
Jesus
Dad
Christ,
carried
how
me
many
to our
cutscenes
guest
does this
room.
fucking game
He
have?
thanked me for convincing my parents to let him rest in our house for a night. Or at least, while he collected his thoughts. After that, Mom put me in bed. I can't remember much about Michael, but I knew he wasn't a bad person. Or, at least he didn't look, dangerous. I was young, so I guess I just didn't know any better. Certainly didn't know what a burglar was, that's for sure. Not that I was implying he was. I'd never talked to him again after that. Well, except for when the storm happened. That's when I woke up on my bed, and I saw them.
Wait, so this dumbass just let some random drug addict sleep in their house with their fucking child still around? These might actually be the worst parents ever.
Oh, but he seems so nice, Donald. I wish I could find people like this couple. It's always nice to see strangers looking out for each other.
Joe, why the hell am I not surprised that you want to meet people who would leave their child unattended with random strangers?
Holy shit, is there going to be even more dialogue here?
Hello, Nick? Hey, little Nicky, it's me, Michael. And hey, don't say anything back to me, okay? There are monsters around that'll hear you.
What? Monsters? Where?
Nick, okay, listen to me, and we can defeat those monsters, all right? Okay, so these monsters might look, surreal. Don't look at them too long, or you'll feel weird and see creepy things. When you do, turn on your desk lamp next to your bed. You'll feel safe there. The more you stare at the scary monsters, the worse you'll feel, all right?
How the fuck does this guy know all of this?
Yeah, who the hell is this guy?
Freddy, the fuzzy brown bear. He's at the window, Nick. He'll peek inside. Close your curtains and keep them closed until you hear him leave, or else he'll get inside. Then there's Bonnie, the ill-tempered big purple bunny. Keep an eye on your door. He'll be there. He's not shy at all. He will knock on the door to let you know he's there. Once he opens the door, shut off the lights as fast as you can, Nicky. He can't see you well in the dark, and he'll leave. But make sure you're sitting down when you do that, all right? Okay, then there's the chicken. That one's a little bit weird. Check the closets often. If she's peeking through, make sure to disable the lights. She doesn't want to be seen, but ignoring her doesn't help either. If she does catch you with the lights on, she'll scare you and stun you. Now look, I know this is a lot to take in, little Nicky, okay? Just listen carefully and try to remember it all, please, okay? All right, last is Foxy. He'll be right beneath your bed, Nick. You'll hear scraping from the bottom of the crib when he's there. Be watchful if you see his hook on the back of your bed, because soon enough, he'll be right there next to the bed. Don't look directly at him, Nick. Instead, pretend to sleep. All right, just pretend to sleep. Yeah, just lie down without moving too much. Look up and close your eyes. Foxy sees eyes as if they're big, bright spotlights, okay? So if you pretend to sleep, he won't know you're there anymore. But don't open them until you know he's gone, okay? Okay, so to recap, Freddy is at the window, so if you see him peeking, close the curtains until he's gone. Bonnie will knock on the door and open it afterwards. Disable the lights and sit down until he leaves. Chica will try to stun you by scaring you, so if you see her peeking through the closet, shut off your lights and don't pretend to sleep. She'll think you're gone. And Foxy will appear under your crib and move upwards, so when he's next to your bed, pretend to sleep until you hear him leave. All right, you got all that? All right, good. Listen, I have to go, little buddy, okay? Just hang in there, or they'll leave at 6 a.m., I'm sure of it. You can do this.
And this is why you shouldn't be trusting completely random fucking strangers to be in your goddamn house. So now we've got to deal with a bunch of murderous animatronics just because this bozo doesn't know how to call the fucking police?
While I'm not exactly going to call it a smart decision to let random strangers stay in your house, what's done is done now. We might as well just do what we can to keep the animatronics away and make it out of this place alive.
Oh, come on, guys. Are you really going to say that you would rather live in a world where we would leave that poor man to die all on his own with these things?
Joe, whatever point it is that you're trying to make, I can promise you that no matter what you're about to say, the answer is going to be hell fucking yes. I would rather leave that drugged up bastard to fend off these things on his own. There is no way that I would ever let someone like that bozo drag me down with him before he goes.
Where the hell even are these animatronics anyway? I thought they were supposed to be trying to get in already. I haven't seen any signs of them whatsoever.
Wait, what was that noise? Oh, please just go away, whoever that is. I really... Oh my God, it's Freddy Fazbear.
Oh, you just had to go fucking saying something now, didn't you, Barack? How many times do we have to keep telling you that if you go saying shit like that, then we're gonna end up getting a fistful of total unhinged bullshit immediately after?
Isn't it usually you that we have to keep telling that to, Donald?
That is a whole bunch of lies and fake news, Joe. Don't you ever let me hear you spreading that bullshit ever again.
I'm honestly just doing it to cause as much chaos as possible.
Oh, shiver me timbers, guy. Did you hear those really loud banging noises a second ago? You don't think that could be Bonnie trying to get in, do you?
Sorry, Joe, that's my bad. Me and your mother tend to not really understand just how loud we can be from time to time.
Wait, you were with my mother recently? Huh. Whose funeral did I go to then?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Maybe we should leave that topic behind for now.
All righty, Barack. Well, we're able to do pretty well so far. Wait, there's that banging again.
Okay, that banging is definitely Bonnie. So what the hell was that banging from earlier? Can Bonnie just knock on the door without even coming in?
Well, I think that ding-dong ditching us like that is incredibly rude. Wait, I thought that the banging earlier was from you and my mother, though, Donald. Why is Bonnie coming from the same place as you two?
Joe, for the love of God, please just stop talking about it.
Okie dokie, Barack. Should we maybe try turning the light on? That nice guy from the baby monitor told us that it would be a good idea for us to turn the light on, right?
Well, Bonnie is literally right there, and I really don't think it would be a good idea to let her see us right now. So let's just keep it off for now. Besides, he said to turn it on if we start seeing a bunch of fake animatronics, right? Well, I don't know about you two, but I sure as shit haven't seen anything out of the ordinary yet.
All right, so what are we supposed to do for now while we wait for 6 a.m. then? Ooh, maybe we could try singing some travel songs while we wait for all of this to blow over.
Joe, I think I would rather let Freddy over here do just about whatever he wants with my skeleton than sit here and listen to you singing the wheels on the bus for 10 minutes straight.
Oh, come on, Donald. It'll be fun. Tell him, Barack.
No way, Joe. The days where you could get the black man to sing harmonized work songs together ended a hell of a long time ago.
There it is again. Why is he just knocking on the door and not coming in here?
Can't say I blame him, to be honest. If there was someone as awesome and amazing as myself in a room just waiting for the chance to jump me, then I sure as hell would be hesitant to show my face in that room too. Honestly, I think it's kind of smart of the guy to understand when he is simply totally outmatched and when he should just stay away completely.
Donald, this is what I was talking about earlier when I said that it's normally you that we have to tell off for being too overconfident.
It is literally impossible for me to be too overconfident, Joe. In order to be overconfident, you have to at the very least be a little bit less than completely perfect, and I can sure as hell not be described as anything less than perfect, and even fucking Bonnie can realize that.
Are we just going to ignore the fact that you said that literally right as Bonnie comes storming into the room, though? Kind of undoes your entire point about Bonnie being too scared to come in here now, doesn't it?
Oh, shoot, it's Foxy. Oh, man. Why is everyone surrounding us all at the same time? Can't they all just leave us alone for a while, please?
Wait, what the hell was that noise?
Well, good news, guys. I figured out what that noise was.
Yeah, Joe. I'm pretty sure that literally everyone figured out what the fuck that noise was. That was completely and total fucking bullshit, though. We literally had every animatronic coming at us at the same fucking time. What the fuck were we supposed to do in that situation?
Maybe it had something to do with the light. Did anyone else see it getting close to red before? Maybe we need to keep the light on more often, or we're going to have to deal with a whole bunch of animatronics at the same time.
That would make sense, actually. I did think that it was kind of weird how there were animatronics that would require us to turn the light off, even though the light itself didn't actually do anything.
No way, Barack. That guy said to turn it on when we start seeing more animatronics. There's no way that they would say something is a reactionary measure if it's actually a preventative one. We turn it on if we start seeing a bunch of animatronics, and only when we start seeing a bunch of animatronics. I'm not letting ourselves get jumped by a shit ton of animatronics just because you two losers are afraid of the damn dark.
But how are we going to turn the light on if we're in the middle of dealing with animatronics, Donald? Surely if we only turn it on when there are already animatronics in the room, then the light is just going to make them attack us, right?
Maybe the light is to deal with a threat that we haven't gotten far enough to see yet then. To be honest, that homeless guy could have really done a better job of describing what the fuck it is that we're actually supposed to be doing. I still have absolutely no idea what the hell we're supposed to be doing with this damn lamp.
Well, at least we got a very nice room to spend our time in the meantime. This crib seems like it's really high quality. I wish that I could get one of these at home.
Joe, why the fuck would you want a crib at home? Actually, never mind. Don't answer that.
They're just so comfortable and cozy, Barack. They make me feel so safe and comfy.
I literally said that I didn't want you to answer me.
Barack, can we just agree to go over to Joe's house with a sledgehammer and break any cribs there that we can find after this video?
Agreed, Donald. I'll meet you there.
Oh, crap! Jill, go hide the cribs, quickly!
Wait, cribs? As in more than one? Joe, how many fucking cribs do you have at your damn place?
Well, I can't just have the one, Donald. I need at least two, because what am I going to do if the only one that I have is in the bedroom and I need a nap while I'm watching TV in the living room? That would be an absolute nightmare of a situation to be in.
Wait, so how many cribs do you actually have in your house right now then?
Oh, well, let's see. So there's the one in the bedroom, then there's the one in the guest room. I have two of them on opposite ends of the living room. There's the one I put in the bathroom recently. Ooh. And I have one left outside for days where I want to get some sun in.
All right, Barack, I think our operations just got upscaled. I say that we just bring a flamethrower and torch the whole place to the ground.
Nah. Count me out, Donald. If he's keeping cribs in his fucking bathroom, then I'm honestly worried about what kind of stuff you would be releasing into the air if you torched that place down.
Oh, come on, guys. Don't make it seem so weird. Are you seriously going to tell me that you don't keep anything to take a nap on in your bathroom?
No, Joe. Because literally any normal person wouldn't go keeping shit like that in their fucking bathroom.
Nah, most people would just go keeping top secret documents in there instead.
Yeah, exactly, Brock. Who the fuck even thinks for a single second that a damn mattress in a bathroom is a good idea?
Donald, I'm pretty sure that Barack was trying to make fun of you with that one.
Well, he should be thanking me then. Me being involved in his line of thinking led him to come up with the most insightful thing that he has ever thought of.
All right, whatever, Donald. How long is this night going to take anyway? It already feels like we've been stuck here for an eternity.
Joe, we've literally only been playing this night for like 8 minutes. Hell, we've literally only been on this attempt for like a couple minutes by this point.
Wait, really? Huh? I feel like I blacked out or something then. I could have sworn that we've been here for so much longer than that.
Joe, for the love of God, just take your meds and shut up. I don't need to go getting another face full of Freddy Fazbear's gargantuan forehead because your dumb ass don't know how to swallow any pills.
Holy moly, Freddy's right there. Oh, can they both come at the same time then? That was extremely close.
Calm your dementia-riddled ass down, Joe. So long as you don't go distracting me, then there is literally nothing that they could throw at me that the big D Trump can't handle. Do you seriously think that someone as awesome as myself can be taken down by a bunch of bargain bin furries? These robo-assholes don't even stand the slightest inkling of a chance.
Well, it's only 2 a.m. and the smoke alarm thing is already flashing orange. Something tells me that really is not a good thing.
Barack, what the hell are you even talking about? How could a fucking LED light affect us in literally any way? It's a damn light, for fuck's sake. It can flash whatever color of the goddamn rainbow it wants. It's still not gonna stop me from making it through this night with ease.
I don't know, Donald. I think the light might have something to do with the lamp that we're always turning on and off. Maybe if we let the LED light go to red, then the monsters get more aggressive or something.
Joe, are you even fucking hearing yourself? Why the hell would a bunch of animatronics care what color an LED light is? It's not even on the same side of the fucking room as us. Hell, maybe if we let it go red enough, then it'll just distract the bastards and we can sneak in a quick power nap while they just crowd around the damn smoke detector.
Donald, whether they come in here for us or for the light, I really don't think it's a good idea to let them in at all. I have a pretty good feeling that Joe is right, though. Gameplay-wise, it wouldn't make sense to have something that starts green and slowly turns to red be a good thing for us. It sounds like a one-way trip to having our spinal cord played like a goddamn accordion.
Guys, is anyone else hearing that heartbeat noise all of a sudden? And why is the whole screen shaking too? Is there going to be a new animatronic that's about to pop out at us or something?
Well, not only did the guy on the baby monitor only tell us about 4 animatronics, but this game is also only using the animatronics from the original game anyway. Last time I checked, there were only 4 animatronics in the original game, so I feel pretty safe in saying that there isn't going to be any more of them making a surprise appearance.
Wait, but what about Golden Freddy? Golden Freddy was in the original game and we haven't seen him yet. Maybe this heartbeat and shaking thing is our warning sign that he's going to be trying to make a move on us in a second.
I think the more likely thing is that it has something to do with the light again. The heartbeat noises only started after the light started getting pretty damn close to straight up red. Do you guys remember what the homeless guy told us about keeping the light on? If it has something to do with sanity, then it would probably start making an effect just like this one when we started getting closer to the danger threshold.
Do you guys just have a fucking obsession with the damn light or something? Besides, even if we started hallucinating extra animatronics, then would it really even matter? They're fucking fake anyway. We can literally just ignore them and there is nothing that they can do to hurt us. So long as we keep the real animatronics away, then we'll be fine regardless.
Oh, I don't know, Donald. Everything's starting to go a funny color now and the screen shake and heartbeat are starting to get really intense. This really doesn't feel like it's something that we'll just be able to ignore. Maybe we should just keep the light on as much as possible from here on out. Maybe if we keep it turned on enough, then we'll be able to go back to normal.
Yeah, it's honestly getting pretty difficult to even just tell what the hell is going on anymore. I can literally only just barely see Chica when she pops her head out now because of how extremely fucking dark the whole screen is getting with this damn grayscale effect.
Well, at least we don't have any animatronics coming for us at the moment. If we can keep it up like this, then we're going to be able to get this night done no problem before we even know it. You know, they should honestly start making games harder nowadays. They're all just so damn easy when you have gaming abilities as exceptionally awesome as mine.
Donald, how many times are we going to have to remind you about being too overconfident with these things? Stuff like that is almost always the type of... What the hell are those eyes?
Just ignore it, dumbass. We're nearly at the end of the night already.
It's kind of hard to ignore it when we got a massive fucking Freddy Fazbear just hanging upside down in front of our face like a goddamn bat.
Shit! Did he just get in? Oh, for fuck's sake, this is all your fault, Joe.
Oh crap, now Foxy's here too. Okay, so we should definitely try keeping the light on whenever possible from here on out.
Oh, this game is such a load of total diarrhea horseshit. How the fuck was I supposed to know that we would get Freddy hanging in front of our face like the fucking Drake leaks? Why does a simple fucking desk lamp even affect the animatronics that much anyway? This game is just straight up fucking cheating.
It's not affecting the animatronics, Donald. It's just making us super duper scared if we go without our light for too long. I understand completely, to be honest. I really don't like sleeping with the light off either. I still keep a little night light next to my bed to this day, just in case there are any monsters waiting for me in the dark.
Wait, but don't you have a wife, Joe? How the hell does Jill put up with you turning on a damn nightlight every night? I haven't been able to sleep in a fully light up room since I was a kid.
Oh, she has one too, Barack. Sometimes we hear these strange noises in the middle of the night and it really freaks us out. We both have our own set of nightlights just in case any monsters come out of the dark.
Joe, literally everyone knows that the noises in the middle of the night is usually either the wind or the house settling. You're like 200 years old. Surely you know that by now.
No, Donald, it always tells us all of these really spooky things. I remember just yesterday they were talking about some kind of apocalypse that was coming and that there was nothing that anyone could do to stop it. They kept saying over and over again that death was certain and inescapable. I don't actually know where those sounds are coming from, but I can tell you for sure that light works wonders for keeping them away.
Joe, I hate to tell you this, but I'm pretty sure that your house is either haunted or infested with homeless people living in your walls.
Nah, it's just me. I thought it would be pretty funny to put a speaker in Joe's bedroom a while ago, so every night I've just stayed up for hours freaking him out. Nothing puts me to sleep quite as soundly as knowing that Joe is absolutely shitting bricks.
Well, can you take it down, Donald? It makes it really hard to sleep, you know?
Let me think about it. No.
Well, it was worth a try at least.
All right, well, here we go again for another attempt anyway. I think if we put a bigger focus on making sure that we keep the lamp on for as much as possible, then we should be able to clear this night pretty quickly. We already didn't have much of an issue dealing with the animatronics normally, so as long as we are quick enough when turning on and off the light, we should be able to make it through this first night without too much of an issue.
Wait, first night? You're telling me that there's more than one night in this game?
Well, obviously there's going to be more than one night, Donald. This is a 5 nights at Freddy's game after all. They wouldn't have just one night in a 5 nights at Freddy's game.
There is no way that I am playing this fucking game 5 different times before we call it quits. These nights last forever anyway. How long do you expect me to do the exact same shit over and over again for?
Don't worry, Donald. I'm pretty sure that each night has a completely different mechanic in this game. Once we complete this bedroom night, then the next night is going to be something completely different. It's kind of like a collection of mini games rather than a single gameplay.
Wait, why is the window open?
Oh, for fuck's sake. How can we already lose after only being in the fucking game for like 2 minutes? This game is complete and total horse shit, and I hope whoever made it stubs their fucking toe every time they get out of bed.
Oh, there's no reason to be so mean, Donald. I actually think that this game is pretty well made and spooky. The gameplay loop is pretty challenging and fun.
Joe, this game is about as fun as a fucking Wolverine prostate exam. You just have the worst taste in games to have ever tasted any games. I'm pretty sure that you could sit and play a game that just insults you over and over again, and you would end up thanking it for the enriching experience.
I honestly don't know if I can argue with that one. For as much as I agree that this game is actually pretty all right, Joe has definitely said that he likes a whole lot of absolute trash heaps before.
Well, I'm sorry for seeing the good in things, Barack. Sometimes it pays to be nice to people, you know.
Joe, if it paid to be nice, then I would have started doing it years ago. The only interactions with people that truly pays is when you are able to completely dominate them in every way possible.
Donald, I think you've been watching too much Sigma male TikTok again. You're starting to come out with some seriously cringe-worthy stuff here. Next thing you're going to say is that you see yourself as a lone wolf in a world full of sheep or something.
You put it perfectly, Barack. Sometimes people just don't understand the true aspects of an alpha wold such as myself. It's good to know that you two betas already know the kind of top dog that you're dealing with here.
Donald, I swear to God, if you want to go talking like you're some kind of dog, then I'm more than happy to put you down like one. Speaking of which, where the hell are all of the animatronics? We've been on this night for like 2 minutes already, and we've only had Freddy show up a single time by this point.
Barack, you know that now you've said that, Freddy is going to be right behind us, right? Wait, what was that noise? Ah! It's Freddy, he's here.
Joe, calm the fuck down. Freddy has literally never killed us on his own for the entire time that we've been playing this. You're not going to catch the Big D Trump getting scared over any dumbass bear.
If you're not scared of a giant ass bear, then there is something wrong with you, Donald. With that kind of mentality, why don't we try throwing you in the woods for a couple weeks and see how well you do?
Barack, I will promise you one thing. If I was thrown into the jungle all on my own, then you would come back to pick me up a few weeks later and see a whole bunch of animals crowded around statues of me chanting my name over and over again like the god that I am.
Wait, Donald, you can get animals to talk? Well, why haven't you used this power before now? I thought a big businessman such as yourself would have seen all of the business opportunities in something like that. I know I would have paid every penny I have to know what my hamster truly thinks about me.
Joe, I think he was talking in more of a metaphorical sense. I don't think he actually has the power to make animals talk.
Just you watch, Barack. The Big D Trump can accomplish literally anything that he wants. Give me some investors to pitch it to, and a few years to invent it, and I'll have those animals singing the newest Maroon 5 album by the end of the decade.
You, Maroon 5. Oh, can we not have them singing something at least a little bit better?
What the fuck have you got against Maroon 5, Joe? They were the undisputed kings of 2000s music. If you got a problem with Maroon 5, then you got a problem with me.
Donald, Maroon 5 hasn't made a good song since like 2010. This is like the Star Wars debate all over again. You can't say that something is amazing if they were literally only ever good like twice in their entire time existing.
Can't we just have them singing something actually good like the Daddy Finger song or something?
How about I press my daddy fingers directly into your fucking eyes, Joe? There's no way you can go calling Maroon 5 shit, and then follow it up by asking for the fucking daddy finger song instead.
Yeah, Joe. I was kind of on your side until you came out with that one. I think I would rather dive out this window and let Freddy stuff us into the worst of all the animatronic suits than sit here listening to that dumbass daddy finger song.
Oh, well, you guys clearly just don't have very good taste in music then. Well, at the very least, we're getting pretty close to being able to beat this night now. We were definitely right about the whole LED light being a warning about our sanity thing. We're already at 2 a.m. and we're still completely in the green.
I still think that whole system is fucking stupid, though. At no point did the homeless guy explain to us that our fucking bedside lamp is going to affect if the fucking LED is going to send us fake animatronics to kill us.
Actually, he quite literally did exactly that, Donald. He said at the very beginning of all of this that we were going to need to keep our lamp on as much as we can if we want to maintain our sanity. He might not have said anything about the LED being essentially a meter to track it with, but are you really going to complain about having a way to tell how insane we're going? Most people just wake up one day and all of a sudden they have the same mental capabilities as Joe.
Yeah, Donald. Lord knows I wish I could have had some kind of meter to show me when I needed to start having people help me go to the bathroom. Those first few days of needing help were not pretty. I'll tell you that much for sure.
Joe, the less I have to hear about your bathroom activities, the better. I don't think there's a single person with a functioning frontal lobe who wants to hear about that shit.
Well, it's a good thing that we're playing a Five Nights at Freddy's game then. Maybe we can go and drop off Joe with the crying child and they can talk about whatever kind of monstrosities Joe unleashes on his toilet for a little while.
Ooh, do you really think that he'd be interested in it? I've been dying to talk about it for so long, but everyone just tells me stop for some reason. You know, it's actually really interesting. Can we go and meet this kid? I'd love to have a conversation with him.
Joe, you already know that you're not allowed within 10 meters of any children after what happened last time.
Oh, but can't we just ignore that this one time? He sounds like such a nice guy.
No way, Joe. I've got enough legal problems as it is. I'm not getting myself into even more shit just for your senile ass.
Guys, can we get back to focusing on the game for a second now? We're actually getting pretty close to the end of the night and we're only on orange sanity. I think this could actually be the run where we manage to beat this night.
Of course, this is going to be the run where we win, Barack. When you've got the big D Trump running things, then there is literally no possible way that these things could ever go wrong. Just you watch. I'm going to beat this night, and then I'm going to keep Freddy's head afterwards so that I can keep it in my trophy room where it belongs.
Wait, it's only 3 a.m.? Is it just me, or is this night going by extra slowly? I could have sworn that it should be at least like 4 a.m. by this point.
Oh shit, we forgot to turn the light off. Shit, I think we might have been a little bit too late on that one. She might be able to kill us here.
Wait, it's fine. I'm pretty sure that chica only stuns us. So long as we don't get fucked over by any of the other animatronics. Oh, for fuck's sake, this is so fucking bullshit. How the hell is some dumbass fox supposed to kill me anyway?
Pretty fucking easily, apparently, Donald. Well, we're getting pretty close to being able to beat this night now. All we need is one good run, and we've got this in the bag.
No way, Barack. This game is fucking cheating. I'm not gonna play some game where they're just gonna pull random shit out of their ass every 5 minutes to stop me from beating it.
All right, well, how about I give it a go instead, Donald? I'm sure I can give this Freddy Fazbear guy a real run for his money.
Joe, the only running that's going to be happening here is you running back to your mama after pissing your pants in fear. And I'm sure as hell willing to pay a hell of a lot of money to see that, so go right ahead. Now, this is going to be fun.
Oh, just you watch me, Donald. I got a good feeling about this run. Oh, I'm so excited. What do you guys think that'll happen when we win?
Well, considering it's a Five Nights at Freddy's fan game, I'm willing to bet that it's probably going to just show us the clock visual and throw us straight into whatever the next night is going to be afterwards.
Oh, come on, Barack. Where's your sense of whimsy? I, for one, hope that once we beat this night that we get to see some sort of cut scene where we have a tea party alongside the homeless guy and Chica. Now that would be one seriously nice way to end the night.
Joe, have you been sharing the homeless guy's stash or something? How the hell can you seriously expect to have a fucking tea party with the animatronics that are currently trying to play our spinal cord like a goddamn bass guitar?
Wait a second, Donald. Why the hell would you want to have a party with Chica specifically anyway? Why not Freddie or Bonnie?
Well, just look at her, Barack. She is by far the prettiest out of all of the animatronics.
Joe, I swear to God, if you go simping for the murderous fucking robots in the middle of the goddamn video, then I will come over to your house and show you what really happens when you get too close to those things.
Oh, I've waited so long for you to say that, Donald. I feel the exact same way.
What? Oh my fucking God, no, that is not what I meant.
Well, obviously that isn't what I meant either, Donald. I was clearly just joking around.
You two are like my very own personal fucking circus.
Can we just forget about this whole thing and get back to the game instead? I still really want to beat this night on this try.
The less we talk about whatever the fuck it is that just happened, the better, Joe. And nothing is going to take my mind off it quite like watching you get absolutely destroyed by a bunch of monstrous animatronics.
Okay, well now you're just sending mixed messages.
There's no way I'm letting this conversation start up again. How about that homeless guy, guys? Does anyone have any kind of clue as to who the fuck that guy actually is? He seems to know a hell of a lot about these animatronics, even though they just suddenly appeared out of nowhere.
That is actually a pretty good point, Barack. Oh, I wonder if they were chasing him or something when we found him. Oh, the poor guy must have been so scared. Maybe they even knocked him on the head, and that's why he couldn't remember anything.
Joe, are you a fucking idiot? There is no way that this guy is just some unwilling victim in this whole thing. It's one hell of a coincidence that he just randomly showed up, and then a few hours later, there's suddenly a whole bunch of animatronics trying to kill us. This asshole told them where we are and to come get us. He's fucking toying with us, and I, for one, intend to beat an admission out of him for it.
Oh, leave him alone, Donald. Let's at least give the guy a chance to explain himself first before we go trying to enact justice on him. You might just find yourself pleasantly surprised with his actual intentions.
I couldn't care less about whatever the fuck his intentions are, Joe. The fact of the matter is that he has quite firmly managed to get in my way now. And the Big D Trump is well known for getting rid of just about anything that gets in his way.
Donald, if you were so concerned about getting rid of everything that ever gets in your way, then you and your stomach would end up fighting every single time you try to take a piss. I'm on Joe's side with this one. I think that it's most likely that he's come to us out of desperation while being chased by those things.
So what? You're going to accept him with open arms because he decided that he wanted to take us down with him as he dies? He didn't manage to get away. He just dragged an entire family into the issue, too.
Oh, but he was probably so scared and just wanted some help. Maybe if we can all put our efforts together, then we can beat these animatronics together once and for all.
Nah, I kind of get what Donald is talking about here. We're playing as a literal child, after all, Joe. This guy could have just accepted his fate and let the death end with just him. But instead, he had to lead them all here, and now he's put 3 other people, including a child, into mortal danger for it.
Oh, have a heart, guys. Can't you guys understand what it must feel like to be chased like that? The poor guy probably wasn't thinking straight. There's no way that we can blame him for acting desperate in a situation like that.
I can 100% blame him for risking the death of an entire family, Joe, especially when that family involves someone as awesome and irreplaceable as me. I say we just throw this guy out the front door and let him fend for himself. It's his mess, and I'm sure as hell not going to risk my ass to try and clean it up for him.
Donald, we're not just going to leave him to die either. Like it or not. This is the situation that we found ourselves in now, and we're going to have to try and deal with as best we can. So long as we're patient, then we should be able to get through these nights and make it out of here without too much issue.
Well, I think I'm doing a pretty good job of it so far, Barack. We're still looking pretty good in terms of sanity, and we're making some serious progress in terms of the time. If we don't get it on this run, then we're at the very least going to be very close.
Just you watch, Joe. This game is fucking horseshit. There's going to be some random bullshit that's going to come out of nowhere that you could have never possibly predicted, and it's going to insta-kill you before you could do anything to stop it. This game fucking cheats, and in a second you'll be in the same boat as me.
Donald, you've used that exact same line for like 20 different games by this point. How long is it going to take for you to just admit that you're not as good at video games as you think that you are?
It's going to take an eternity, Barack, because it's not fucking true. I have made some of the best gamers to ever exist piss their pants because they knew that they would never be able to compete with my raw gaming prowess. There is no possible way that I could lost a video game unless there is something going on with the developer actively conspiring against me to make it secretly impossible. It happens way more than you expect, and a lot of the time it doesn't even work. There have been so many times that they tried their absolute hardest to stop me from winning, but I still managed to pass all of their efforts and beat the game anyway.
Ah, shoot, guys, the dramatic heartbeats are starting to set in again. Does this mean that we're close to seeing those fake animatronics again?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is what it means, Joe. It looks like we've managed to reach red sanity already.
You see? I told you two that this game was just gonna pull some random bullshit out of nowhere to kill you. Let's just go back to playing something actually fun. There's that new Minecraft update that we could check out instead.
Hang on, Donald. At least just let me finish this run first. We may have reached red sanity already, but we should also be getting real close to 6 a.m. by this point. I still think that this run might actually be winnable.
Well, we were at 4 a.m. last time that we saw the clock. If it hits 5 a.m. anytime soon, then we should have just about enough leeway with our sanity to make it to 6 a.m. It would be nice to finally see the next night after being on this one for almost the whole video.
If you two think that a run where we're already losing our goddamn mind is salvageable, then maybe the sanity is starting to affect you guys in real life too. Mark my words, we're only moments away from having that dumbass bear sticking his ugly mug directly in our face again.
Oh gosh, guys, everything is shaking really hard now. Oh, can it please just switch to 6 a.m. already? We're so close.
Just keep that light on for as long as possible, Joe. The main thing that we got to be worried about now is just crossing that threshold of hallucinating. So long as we can keep ourselves sane enough to not hallucinate more animatronics, then we should be able to win this one here.
Oh, I'm trying my hardest, Barack, but all of these animatronics are forcing me to keep turning the light back off again. Surely it has to switch over to 6 a.m. soon, right?
Joe, you're just wasting your time by this point. There is absolutely no way that you can survive for a whole extra hour before your sanity level catches up with you. This is a GG go next type of situation, and the sooner you accept that fact, the better.
Oh my God, there's so many of them all over the place. Why can't they just leave me alone and let me sit with my little nightlight on for a little while?
We're nearly there, Joe. Just try and hold out for as long as you possibly can. It's for sure going to swap over to 6 a.m. any second now.
Oh, I'm trying as hard as I can, Barack. They're just absolutely refusing to leave me alone. Every single time I finish dealing with one animatronic, another one shows up immediately after.
I don't even know why you two bozos are even bothering with this run still. Look, we've even got this weird-ass goopy stuff coming from the ceiling now. We've already started hallucinating. There's no way that we're going to be able to make it to 6 a.m. from here.
Donald, would you just shut the fuck up already? 6 a.m. is literally right around the corner. We can definitely make it here. Just shut up and let Joe focus on getting us through this.
Oh my God, he's on my face. Oh, please leave me alone, Mr. Freddy Man.
It's all right, Joe. We're so close to 6 a.m. now. We just got to stall it out as much as we can. Every second is going to count here. We can do this. Just don't give up.
What's happening?
Wait, did we just do it?
Oh my God, I knew that we could do it. Oh, I feel so accomplished now.
Oh, this is total fucking bullshit. The game turned off all of its bullshit just because it knew that Joe was playing and that he wasn't as good as me. Why the fuck should he get to play an easier version of the game? You fucking cheating bastard, Joe. You just got lucky.
Keep crying about it, Donald. Sooner or later, you're just going to have to come to terms with the fact that you couldn't even beat a game that Joe was able to beat first try. You're washed up, Donald. Maybe it's time to hang up the keyboard and mouse and go back to doing whatever it is that you do when you're not gaming.
I am not washed up, you slimy piece of shit. Just you watch. I'm going to get this next night, first try, and prove both of you two brainless idiots wrong. By the end of this night, you'll be begging forgiveness for ever questioning my epic gaming abilities. Just you watch.
Well, this is sure as hell going to be fun to watch.
Do you really think it was a good idea letting him stay?
Well, it's not like he was in any condition to do anything. Did you see his clothes? It's like he came out of a bonfire.
I mean, I could have...
you know, called an ambulance, maybe dropped him off near a hospital would have been better. I just don't think I feel comfortable with a complete stranger just ending up sleeping in our house is all.
Oh, honey, are you worried about the kids?
Of course I'm worried about the kids. He's sleeping right next to them. How can I not be? What if he's faking, Val?
We could stay here to make sure nothing happens, if you're that worried.
All night?
Of course, all night. Come on, don't you want to spend time with me more? You are done updating your site for the anniversary. How about we just sit here in the living room and watch some TV while we keep an eye on the kids?
I mean, sure, I guess. Yeah, I guess we could do that. I just gotta go make sure one more time nothing's wrong, alright? I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll just stay right here. But don't take too long. You worry too much. What was that?
How the fuck are you going to say that you worry too much when you have a fucking stranger sleeping right next to your fucking kids? What kind of dog shit tier mother is this bitch trying to be?
Yeah, for some reason, none of these adults were ever taught about stranger danger, I guess.
Oh, I'm so excited to see what this new night is going to have in store for us, guys.
Hello? Is someone there? If anyone can hear me, please respond immediately.
Who is it? What in God's name is going on here?
Oh, it's me, Michael. Look, there's no time to explain.
Guys, why isn't the TV working?
Just know that you are in grave danger. Is Scott there with you?
My husband? No, he isn't. He just went to... What do you mean I'm in danger?
Ma'am, I am very, very sorry. This is all my fault. You need to stay calm. I'll try to help you through this. Just please listen to me very carefully.
What?
Listen, there are monsters that are going to arrive to your room real soon. If they see you, you are dead. Do you understand that, ma'am? It is very important that whatever occurs, just don't let them see you. All right? I know. Look, just... You're in the living room, right? Try to focus on the 3 entrances behind you. The exit to the house should be locked, and they won't come through there. If there are any monitors nearby, then they should be forced to produce a camera system for you. Ma'am, is the TV in your living room turned on?
Yes, but it's filled with static.
All right, please keep an eye on it. It should help you. Look, they usually come from either the left side or the right side. You have nothing to stop them, so if you see one of them about to enter the room, just hide.
Hide? Hide where?
Just stay out of sight, okay? Yes, if they try to come in, just move somewhere they won't be able to see you, okay? Well, I don't know which one will come from which side, but if you look at the TV, you might be able to tell by yourself. Maybe if you can, try to see if you can look through the doors, too. Windows, keyholes? Yes, keyholes. If any of your doors has a keyhole you can peek through, keep checking it. They won't notice you on the other side. Trust me. So yes, I can't stress this enough. If anything comes through those doors, hide. Just hide away from view. You might hear noises later on in the night. Pay attention to those. Don't look at anything that appears in your room and try to stay safe. Please.
Do I have to stay here all night? What about my children? What about my husband?
Look, it's very hard to explain, ma'am, and no, just wait until 6 a.m. to be safe. But don't worry, the time will pass much faster. Just keep an eye on the clock and wait for that time. They should all be gone in a few minutes, and then the hours will reset. Now, please, if you survive, I need you to grab your kids and get out of this house as soon as possible. I'm gonna help Scott get out of here myself. Don't worry, just please get yourself and your sons out of harm's way.
I don't understand. What is even happening? How do you know all of this stuff? Wait a second. How do you know my husband's name? I was there when he found you, Michael. He never said his name. How do you know? Michael?
Aha! I told you guys that he was hiding something. That homeless bastard did this whole thing on purpose. I just know it.
Oh, but he seems so sorry about it, Donald. Maybe we're just misunderstanding the situation. Maybe he just saw Scott's name on a name tag or something, and he was too busy to answer our last question.
Joe, stop being so damn naive. This asshole is hiding something, and I fully intend to beat the truth out of his dementia-riddled ass.
Well, let's just focus on what the hell is going on in front of us for the moment. I'm going to assume that the Freddy and Foxy that we saw on the TV is going to be what comes out of the left and right door, and that there's also going to be something coming in from the middle door that we can only see through the keyhole. Where the hell are all of the hiding spots around here, though?
Well, if the door is going to swing open into our room, then maybe we can try avoiding them by hiding right behind the door. So long as they don't come looking around the room, then surely they won't be able to see us there, right?
Just one problem, Joe. What the fuck are we supposed to do if they both end up coming out of each door at the same time? We can't hide behind both doors at the same fucking time, you dumbass. Surely there's got to be something else around here that we can hide in.
Well, surely they wouldn't let something like that happen, Donald. Look, I bet you that...
Well, good fucking job, you asshat. Maybe next time you think of opening your goddamn mouth, you just remember this simple little phrase. Shut the fuck up.
Donald, shut up a second. You seeing that tooltip right there? Apparently the pause button on the TV doesn't just pause what we're seeing on screen, but it actually pauses the animatronic that we're watching too. If we use that properly, then I'm pretty sure we could just hold one of the animatronics on pause and then just hide from the other one whenever they get close.
Oh, you see, Donald? I knew I was close to the winning strategy with that one. Now that we know about this extra mechanic this night, should be easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Joe, what the fuck did I tell you to remember every single time that you think that you know what to do in these situations?
Oh, I don't know, Donald. I can't remember. Was it something to do with vegan ice cream or something? My mind always just tends to draw blanks whenever that enters my head.
Joe, why in the ever-living fuck would I tell you to do something with vegan ice cream when you think you know what to do? Are you fucking high or something?
Lay off him, Donald. It's not exactly like you've shown yourself to be any better at this game than Joe anyway. We were on that last night for like over half an hour before Joe finally came in and managed to get past it on the first try.
That's because the game is fucking cheating, Barack. Besides, who couldn't do well after learning from someone as knowledgeable and awesome as me? With all of the experience that Joe had gained from watching an epic gamer such as myself play, then as soon as the game stopped trying to cheat against me, then he couldn't have possibly lost. You guys should honestly be thanking me for helping you as much as I did.
Donald, just accept that you got well and truly outplayed by someone that needs help getting their ass wiped. Now, instead of whining for the next 30 minutes while you come to terms with that, how about we just focus on the game that's right in front of us instead? It seems like we've got Foxy on a pretty good lock at the moment. If we just keep pausing Freddy so that he lines up to only appear whenever Foxy finishes his little peekaboo session, then this night shouldn't honestly be all that hard.
Well, first we've got to have a quick look to see where Freddy is. Oh, jeepers creepers, he's right here.
Why the hell are these guys just coming in and standing in the doorway before leaving anyway? If I was trying to hunt someone in a house like this, I would actually walk inside of the fucking room that I think they're in. I wouldn't just stand on the outside and stare inside for a little bit, and I definitely wouldn't close the fucking door behind me after I was done looking.
They're probably just being considerate and making sure that we have a chance to survive, Donald. Maybe they're actually not as bad as we thought they were after all.
Joe, are you even fucking hearing yourself right now? Are you just choosing to forget about the fact that Freddy stormed in here and broke our fucking neck like 5 minutes ago?
Yeah, I admit that there's definitely something going on that's causing them to actively give us a chance, but they are definitely not doing it out of the kindness of their own heart. There's something seriously weird going on here at the moment, and I'm honestly pretty excited to see whatever the hell that it's going to be.
Well, I guess we're just going to have to agree to disagree, guys. I think that time will prove me right in that the animatronics were actually our friends all along.
And when the time comes that you try giving one of those things a hug and end up as a boneless pile of flesh, I will be sat there laughing at you for the rest of eternity.
All right, well, now we've just got to take a quick look at the TV and figure out wherever the hell Freddy is.
Oh, I'm sure that he's still quite a while away by this point, Barack. Oh, I was so unbelievably wrong.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Joe. That's it. I'm taking back control. Clearly, you can't get anything right if you don't have someone who is an absolute god at video games showing you exactly what to be doing.
Calm down, Donald. We're still just figuring out what the hell we're supposed to be doing on this night. I'm calling it now that it isn't going to be any different with you steering the ship. You're just going to be equally as taken by surprise by the aspects of the night that we haven't managed to figure out quite just yet.
And that is the difference between you and me, Barack. You clearly aren't able to recognize true greatness when you see it. Because if you did, then you would be thanking God for the opportunity of letting me take charge again right now. These dumbass robots aren't even going to realize that I was even here in the first place.
It's pretty fucking hard to not realize that you've been somewhere, Donald. They're either going to see some of the endless amounts of trash that you leave around everywhere you go, or they're going to notice all of your fat rolls hanging out from either side of the door.
For your information, Barack, those aren't rolls of fat. They are actually rolls of pure muscle. I am just so ungodly buff that the human body isn't even capable of storing all of the extra muscle that I have, so it just starts fitting it in anywhere that it'll go. Don't you worry, though. I'm perfectly used to people just simply being too jealous of my amazing physique to be able to accept the truth.
Whatever you say, Donald. Going back to what we were talking about earlier with the animatronics giving us a chance, though. If they were just trying to outright kill us without actually wanting to show us any kind of mercy whatsoever, then why does Chica only come up to us to stun us? Surely if the animatronics were only trying to kill us, then when she saw us, she would just come straight over and scoop our brains out like a bowl of Cheerios.
That was exactly what I was trying to say, Barack. I'm certain that these guys are just trying to play some kind of prank or something. Ooh, that's it. This is all just some kind of practical joke or something. Oh, you little rapscallions. The youth these days really are getting quite cheeky now, aren't they?
Joe, what the fuck is your idea of a practical joke? I can't remember ever seeing any pranks being pulled at school that involve violently breaking the necks of anyone.
Oh, well, you didn't have a very good childhood then, Barack. Oh, me and the boys used to go and sacrifice the poorest kid in class to Miracle, the Lord of Bones, every other Tuesday. Oh, what a funny time we used to have back in school. Gosh, I wish I could go back to those days.
Joe, what in the actual fuck are you talking about? At what point in time was sacrificing kids to a fucking deity of death ever a normal thing?
Ignore him, Joe. He's just preaching his liberal agenda at us again. I remember back in the day we used to keep one kid in a basement and sacrifice him limb by limb each week. It was a hell of a lot more economical. So much more bang for your buck doing it that way.
Oh, that is such a good idea, Donald. I honestly can't believe we never thought of that as a kid.
I'm starting to think that these animatronics might just be here as divine intervention to stop you two lunatics from hurting anyone else.
Not a chance, Barack. That homeless asshole is going to end up being the next bastard we sacrifice. He brought us into this absolute heap of dog shit situation, and he's going to be the one whose life we take to get us out of it.
Well, first we're going to have to make it out of this night, Donald. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves, all right?
Joe, I am always ahead of myself. In order to stay ahead of everyone else, you've got to beat literally everyone, and that includes yourself.
Donald, not only is that total horseshit, but we're not even trying to beat literally everyone at the moment. All we got to do is beat Freddy, Foxy, and Bonnie, and we'll be able to make it out of here no problem. Freddy just came and went, and I'm pretty sure that Bonnie is just about to come out of these doors here, so all we've got to do is check up on wherever Foxy is after this, and hopefully we should just be able to maintain this pattern until 6 a.m.
What did I tell you, Barack? The game just straight up can't resist the intensely skilled touch of the Big D Trump. I can basically make any game bend to my will without even having to actually play it myself. It truly is a curse to be this... Ah, shit.
You were saying, Donald?
Oh, that is so fucking bullshit, Barack. This game fucking cheats as soon as it knows I'm playing it, I swear.
Well, it wasn't doing any of this for me, Donald. Maybe you're just doing something wrong.
Joe, if you ever dare to say that I'm doing something wrong ever again, then I will come to your house and replace all of your normal ice cream with vegan ice cream.
No, please, Wait, what were we talking about again? Everything just went real hazy for a second there.
Oh, well, this is new. I'm gonna have some serious fun with this one.
Ooh, what are we having fun with now? Oh, I absolutely love fun.
Don't worry about it, Joe. I'm sure that you'll end up finding out pretty soon. Back to what got us last attempt, though. I'm pretty sure that the animatronics start to speed up as time goes by. Maybe we should try holding Freddy on pause as much as possible to help us maintain that gap in between Freddy and Foxy showing up. We came real close to getting it last time anyway. We just needed to head straight for the door rather than trying to find Foxy on the cameras first.
All right, well, it doesn't seem like Bonnie becomes active until much later, so I'm just going to hold Freddy on pause and check back every now and then to make sure that Foxy hasn't shown up yet. You know, they should really try making a game where they have game mechanics that don't involve just waiting around for something to happen. What happened to all of those games we used to play that involved taking whatever problem you have and sticking a double-barreled shotgun in their mouth before pulling the fucking trigger? Now those were my kinds of games.
Donald, those kinds of games are literally fucking everywhere. Have you just never opened Steam or something? Like 99% of games on there involve shooting everything around you.
And you're telling me that we're not playing those games right now? Why the fuck did you not tell me about the smoke thing earlier? We could be playing a game where we send these dumbass furries straight back to God right now.
Oh, but doesn't a game where we have to be sneaky and try to outwit these things sound a hell of a lot better than if we just went around blasting them all, Donald?
We don't have to be sneaking around anything if we just fucking kill everything first, Joe. Why don't you just try engaging your goddamn brain for a second and realize that it is endlessly more efficient to just take these bastards out and leave than it is to hide from them for 6 hours straight?
Oh, but isn't it so much more fun doing it this way, Donald? Why don't you just try enjoying the game for what it is and have some fun with being able to hide from the animatronics and defeat them with nothing but our wits and a magical time-stopping television set?
How about you try caressing my spray-tan balls, you wrinkly fuck? I honestly can't even believe that you would have the audacity to come to me and get me to play something as dog shit as a game like this, while there are a whole bunch of games that we could be playing where I can shoot furries to my heart's content.
Donald, calm down. I'm sure that we can make the time to play something where you can have a raging hard on the entire time you're holding some kind of gun. For now, I think that the rest of us are more invested in actually having fun. Speaking of which, we're doing a pretty good job of keeping them coming at their proper time so far. As soon as Foxy goes away here, we should be getting Freddy coming in soon after. All we got to do now is protect this little rhythm we got going here, and we should be good.
We also can't forget about Bonnie over here, Barack. He looks like he's going to be coming out at us pretty soon.
Well, I'm going to assume that Bonnie isn't going to be able to come out while there are other animatronics here. Bonnie can see the entire room other than the areas where Foxy and Freddy come out of, so I'm assuming he can only come either just before or just after Foxy or Freddy show up. We just have to keep mindful of whenever Bonnie is going to show up, and he shouldn't end up being too much of a threat.
And how the hell did you end up coming to the conclusion that Bonnie is just going to patiently sit at the door and wait for us to not have any other animatronics in the room with us? Do you really think that a murderous animatronic is just going to be chill like that, Barack? Clearly, we're going to have to factor him into our routine.
Nah. Think about it for a second, Donald. You remember how in the first night that we literally never see Bonnie and Freddy show up at the same time? I'm pretty sure that the game is aware of situations that lead you into a 100% death situation and does what it can to prevent it. Because of that, I'm pretty sure that they're not going to let Bonnie enter the room until all the other animatronics have already left.
Alrighty, well, that's Foxy gone now. Oh, for fuck's sake! Freddy is literally right at the door again already. Can these fucking robo-assholes just give me a goddamn chance to hold one of them on pause already? I get that people just always want my autograph, but a little bit of privacy in my own fucking home would be nice.
Where the hell are we able to see how far through the night we are anyway? Surely we must be getting at least somewhat close to finishing by this point, right?
There's a digital clock directly underneath the television, Joe. Last time I checked, it said that we were still at 2 a.m.
What? How the hell are we only at 2 a.m.? I thought that homeless asshole said that this night was going to go quicker than the last one. How the hell could we have been playing for like 5 minutes and it only be 2 a.m. if it's supposed to be going quicker?
Well, maybe he was just trying to say that this night is so much more fun than the last one that the time is just going to whiz right by us.
Only problem with that one, Joe, is that right now, the time might as well have fallen out of the sky dead. I feel like I've been locked in this chair for like the past 10 years of my life, and every single second of it has been spent waiting for these fucking animatronics to just show up and fuck off already.
Donald, how many games are we going to play where you spend the whole time complaining about the game being trash? I swear it's like the only thing that you've been doing for like the past 6 months.
Well, you try making interesting jokes about the same 3 characters without relying on tropes after having done it for a year and a half. Barack, there are only so many times we can make Joe say something about ice cream, you know?
Oh, for God's sake, the editor is trying to make a cry for help through Donald again.
All right, I'll go ahead and grab the whip. Joe, you still got the keys to the basement that we keep him locked in? We're going to have to go and beat him back into submission again.
Yeah, I've still got them, Barack. One day he'll learn to just accept his fate as our eternal editor.
Wait, what the hell? I feel like I just woke up from one of my late-night business meetings. What did I miss?
The editor was using you to try and reach out for help again, Donald. Me and Joe are just gearing up to head down there and give him another go of behavior therapy.
Oh, for God's sake, aren't the shekels that we throw down there every month good enough for him? Well, I guess he's just going to have to learn this lesson the hard way.
Wait, should we finish our game first? Oh, never mind.
All right, meet me at the basement in 30 minutes.
I'll see you there, Barack. Make sure to subscribe to our channel, President Multiverse, or I will build a fucking wall around your house as well. Thanks.
Donald, are you threatening people again?
Shut up or I will nuke you as well.